Good evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night. You know what that means. Time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in sci-fi from years gone by. And as always, SciFriday is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book, collectible, video game, magic, toy, comic book store, and more, located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pickle, Ohio 45356. You can find us on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all that funness. And you can always find us here on YouTube. And you know what? I gotta say thank you guys a lot. You guys are kicking ass. Man, I'm getting close to that 10,000 mark. And I hate to do this, but man, please like and subscribe if you're watching this show. Please, I'm seeing if I can get there. Because the captain is looking at maybe building a studio or getting a building to put a studio in. Since I am not monetized, I do whatever I can. And basically, I'm going to take a building. Hopefully, I can use it for half for storage for the store and half for a studio. And if everything goes all right, how would you guys like a 24-hour GTTV station on maybe Roku or something like that? It's a project I'm working on. We're working on some people about doing some shows. But we're talking with some people to do shows on Magic the Gathering. So you can have a weekly Magic the Gathering update on new product, new stuff coming out, new play dynamics, all of it. Boom. Toy reviews, stuff like that. Video game reviews. If you are interested, let me know, please. Because this is something big. It's a big step forward. I'm already doing 1,000 things, and I just want to put another thing on my thing. And also, we think we're this close to maybe doing a live show, or in the evening. So, maybe not live, maybe live once or twice a week, but we'll record it and air it at the same time, and then have a live one like twice a week or something like that. But that being said, you know what? You guys seem to really be digging the new format of the show. Do the old shows, throw a made-for-TV movie at the end. If you want me to keep doing that, let me know. Thumbs up. Or if you want me to go back to doing shows. But we're going back to Jason of Star Command. Somebody pointed out that he has not commanded any stars yet. And my little rascal dog here, Courage deterred. Come here, Courage. Come here, little buddy. For you that don't know, I love my corgis. This is my little buddy, Courage. And he's a stinker. My other fat little corgi over there is my Lulu. But she got to lose some weight. So, there. I'm a fan of the dog. Of dogs, period. I love my neighbor's dog. I play with that dog every dang day. So, but here you guys go. This is Jason of Star Command. And this is Season 2, Episode 8, Face to Face. Enjoy.
Jason of Star Command.
No need to hurry, my friends. You'll never get off that forsaken place. Even if you do manage to find the Stargate, Adron will have a surprise waiting for you.
That way.
There it is. Let's go. All right, let's not waste any time. Professor, you go first.
Me? But
Now,
Jason...
hurry, and take my little buddy with you.
Oh, just as you say, Jason.
All right, Sam, you're next. Come on.
Jason!
Adron.
You'll never get through, Jason. I'll freeze the gate to solid ice.
Hurry, Sam, get out of here.
Oh, good, you made it!
Oh, no! No!
My, it's been deactivated.
Adron showed up. He had a ray gun. He must have blasted the gate.
Jason can't get back. He's trapped in the other universe.
Your time has come.
So the Stargate was actually an entrance to another universe, and Adron was an imposter. Oh, very fascinating. Did it occur to either of you that had I been informed of Stargate's existence, that Jason might not now be in this dangerous position?
There wasn't time to inform you, Commander. It all happened too quickly.
I went to the Stargate first, sir. Jason just came to my assistance.
All right, I understand. The problem now is how to get him assistance.
We'll have to try and get a fix on him, and fast.
Fix. Samantha's necklace. If we did a computer analysis on the stone's radiation, would that help us locate him?
That's a great idea, sir.
Then get to it, Professor. I'll give you an hour.
1 hour? But, sir, that isn't enough time. Not for a total analysis.
It'll have to be. If we shut down the computers any longer, it'll jeopardize the command's guidance systems.
Be careful, Jason. This ray can freeze you. Here, Jason. Your time has come.
You believe in giving yourself quite an advantage, don't you, Adron?
Advantage? What do you mean?
I mean, you don't dare face me without that freeze ray.
This toy of your race? You think I need this to vanish a weakling like you?
Even if we get a fix on Jason, we won't be able to get to him, Sam.
I know, but we'll just have to take one thing at a time.
I suppose so. All right. Take off your necklace and put it in that container. Now we'll patch it into the computer's memory. Keep your fingers crossed.
Stand still, Earthling!
You're not too light in your feet. You tired, Adron? You want to take a little rest?
I've had enough of you!
Look out, Adron! Adron, are you all right?
Stay! I need no help from you.
Stay here much longer and it won't matter what you need.
It's too late. My strength is going.
Mine isn't. Let me help you. What is it? I know your arm is cut, but it's nothing serious.
Our bodies are not like yours. When the flesh is torn, the oxygen leaves, and we cannot live without it. Already, my body cries out for more oxygen. But this planet is without it.
Yes, I know. That's why I wear this life support system. It looks like it's gonna have to work for both of us.
No!
It's no big deal, Adrian. You just wrap it tightly around your wrist.
Never! It's a trick!
You don't have any other choice, my friend.
I am not your friend.
It's the only way you're gonna get any oxygen. This life support system has an hour, maybe 2 in reserve. After that, we're in big trouble.
Why do you share it with your enemy?
A little quirk of mine. I believe all life is worth saving.
An hour or 2 reserved for 2 beings. How much more reserved for only 1?
No tricks, Adrian. Now let's go. We've got to get out of this place, or you and I are gonna end up stuck together forever.
Professor, we're getting nowhere.
Have a little patience, Sam.
Patience won't do it. We're running out of time.
Any results, Professor?
Well, no, Commander, but I'm convinced that we're about to find...
It's taking too long. That hour we agreed on is over. I've ordered Command Control to terminate your computer link-up.
Oh, no!
Commander, I protest. Jason could be in great danger.
I'm aware of that. But our guidance system is being affected. And I cannot jeopardize the entire command for one person. However, I've ordered the sensing devices to trace Jason.
I hope the sensors find Jason fast. Something's happening to him right now. I can feel it.
There's just 1 hour left in the reserve. You got any idea where we are?
Do you think I'd tell you if I did?
Remember, we're in this together.
Together. Foolish earthling. Wait until fatigue strikes. Then you'll see how together we are.
What's going on?
Alpha rocks. We're in a field of them. This planet lives. It resists all invaders.
Well, it seems to be resisting both of us.
It matters little what happens to me as long as you go too.
I hate to disappoint you, Adrian, but I'm not gone yet.
It's all over now, Jason.
There's no sign of light. I could have sworn we fell through a hole.
Of course we did. It sealed itself off.
This planet really is alive.
I warned you, Jason. And the worst is yet to come. You see, Earthling?
Wow, I can do without that.
You won't have to. It will return.
This is Control. There have been no results from the sensor probe so far. They will be continued until we have come about full circle, then they will cease by order of the commander. Control out.
What a sourhead. All he thinks of is rules.
I was afraid the probes might be useless. After all, the necklace has nothing to do with your Earth science.
True. And the Stargate had nothing to do with our computers. Sam, that's it. We've been using the wrong force.
Are you trying to say the Stargate is controlled by mind force?
Exactly. We've been using electronic force, Earth force.
Mind force. Why not? The Stargate seems to be linked to my mind somehow. I can't understand it, but I can feel it.
If that's true, your mind force could reactivate the Stargate.
Yes! Yes! Professor, it could work.
Oh, but Sam, it's very dangerous. It requires intense concentration, and the mind can only stand a few seconds.
To find Jason, it's worth the risk.
Come on, Adrian. I'm not gonna sit here and suffer.
No, I will remain here.
And just stay here alone.
Very well. It matters little. Your minutes are numbered, Jason.
Maybe so. But you're not gonna be the one to make the countdown. Now let's get going. You walk in front of me. It's getting hot.
Your next trial is beginning. Can you feel it?
Yes, I can feel it. So can you.
I can go no further. Life support. Why doesn't it protect us from this heat?
The charge is low. It's supplying us with oxygen, but not much else.
Then we are doomed.
Doomed? Doomed? And this from a creature who just 15 minutes ago told me he'd be happy to go so long as I went with him?
No creature, human or otherwise, faces his end eagerly.
Well, what do you know? We finally agree on something. Now, why don't we try working together, Adrian?
I make no deals with humans.
I'll be tracking your brainwaves, Sam, but remember, if you don't make contact within 10 seconds, stop concentration immediately. That's all the mind can stand.
All right.
Good luck.
Here goes a lot of heavy thinking.
We're going in circles.
It is the essence of this planet. The only way out is to cut through the cave walls, break through the spiral veins directly to the surface.
We have no blaster. The walls are soft, almost pliable.
They soften with the heat, harden with the cold.
The cold.
Yes, that's our next trial.
Seconds. It was a good try, Sam, but wait. Samantha, wake up! You've done it!
You activated the Stargate?
You did it, Sam. You! Now all we can do is hope that Jason finds it.
I think we've been here before. This looks familiar. We're going in circles. What was that? The cave walls. They're moving. Hadron, it's now or never.
What do you want me to do?
You've got to use your great strength. You've got to lift that boulder. The walls should be brittle enough to break.
I'll try. It's too much. I can't punch it. We're finished.
Wait. If you had your full strength.
You will trust me with all the life support power?
I trust you. Now, Adrian. Now. There's no more time.
I almost left you here.
I knew you wouldn't.
We must get out. Now.
I'll try. We made it.
Listen. Can you hear it?
I don't hear anything.
Yes. I'm sure of it. It's a sound of the Stargate pulsations.
I don't hear anything.
It must be beyond the range of human hearing. You know what those sounds mean? It means the Stargate passageway has been reopened. But that's impossible.
When it comes to Parsifal and Samantha, nothing's impossible. Let's go.
No, Jason. This time I will stay here.
I don't understand.
You've shown me it is better to live with brotherhood than with hatred. I will aid Dragos, no more.
I'm glad, Adron. But you need oxygen.
No. The wound to my body has been healed. Now I must heal the wound to my conscience. After you have passed through the Stargate, I shall destroy the connection between our worlds. But you must go quickly. Jason, the very survival of freedom in your galaxy may depend on you. There is little time left.
What do you mean?
At this very moment, Dragos is on his way to the planet Stygia, where he has hidden a mass of power sources for his surprise invasion of the universe. If he arrives before they are destroyed, there will be no stopping him.
Thank you, Adron. I'll do everything I can.
Good luck, my friend.
coming up over easy. New days coming on good and slow. Me, I'm warming to a hot big mother morning. Look out, that bass head and the golden glow of a great day. Hey, wait, yeah. A hot big muffin hung up for just one taste.
The one and only taste of an Egg McMuffin.
It's gonna be a hot big muffin morning at McDonald's. How you doing?
Where does Spot spend his summers? On your chest. You can get a 7-Up Spot t-shirt free with the purchase of specially marked 7-Up products.
Alright. I hope you guys are still digging Jason the Star Command, because we've got some more Jason the Star Command. We're not going to run out quite yet. So then we go Space Academy. It's been a long week, not going to lie to you. Man, the captain's been going 1,000 miles an hour. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. Sunday, we got Piqua Comic-Con. Ah, man. Boy, I tell you what. For them guys that put on the giant conventions, I hope they have like 1,000 people working on these shows. Because, man, doing it with just me and maybe my wife and, one other person helping here and there. Man, one person falls through this again. Just, chaos. Chaos, I tells you. Chaos. It's crazy. The captain puts way, way, way too much on his plate. And I just keep going back for more. But, alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you the last episode of Arc 2. This is episode 15. It is Orcus. Is the last episode, and there's a co-star in this who is connected to one of my current favorite shows. That's Yellow Jackets. Juliette Lewis's dad is in this. Yes. A lot of people forget, but man, I hate to say this, but man, the older she gets, the more she looks exactly like her dad. You may remember him from such movies as Any Which Way But Loose. You've seen him on all kinds of TV and movies. But, yep, Juliette Lewis's dad. So, I'm going to let you guys enjoy this, because it is the last one. So absorb it in. Take it all in. And absorb and enjoy the last episode of Arc 2. Episode 15, Orcus. Enjoy.
Years, Earth was fertile and rich. Then pollution and waste began to take their toll. Civilization fell into ruin. This is the world of the 25th century. Only a handful of scientists remain, men who have vowed to rebuild what has been destroyed. This is their achievement. Arc 2, a mobile storehouse of scientific knowledge, manned by a highly trained crew of young people. Their mission? To bring the hope of a new future to mankind.
Arc 2 log, entry number 1. I, Jonah, Ruth, Samuel, and Adam are fully aware of the dangers we face as we venture into unknown, maybe even hostile areas. But we're determined to bring the promise of a new civilization to our people and our planet. Arc 2 log, entry 41. We have stopped for repairs in Area 14, Sector 8. When they are completed, we will continue on our mission to investigate a report of pollution in this area. How's it going, Samuel?
Almost ready to roll. Tell Ruth we'll pick her up soon.
Come on, Adam. You're doing great. Come on. Now head for the finish line. Come on. And the winner is charging chimpanzee!
This is R2 calling Ruth.
Hi, Jonah.
Hey, what's going on out there? You're supposed to be careful with that sprained finger.
Oh, don't worry. Finger's fine. So is Adam. He just set a new speed record for the roamer.
You know, he's not the best driver in the world.
Relax. I've got it on remote control.
Okay. We'll be there soon to pick you up.
We're in Area 13 near...
Go! Go away from here! Go! Now!
Ruth, what is it? What happened?
I'm not sure. Stand by.
Don't be afraid. We only meant to warn you. It's too late. Look.
What is it?
We don't know. We are wanderers. Last night we came here seeking shelter and water. When we woke, we'd aged over 20 years.
Ruth! Ruth! Ruth!
Ruth, are you all right? Do you need help? Ruth!
Ruth! Ruth, what's going on here?
Give him those masks. Fast.
What's going on here? Answer me, Ruth! Ruth. Ruth.
Oh, no.
You were right, Ruth. It's a gas caused by pollutants in the water out there.
And I know where the pollution is coming from, too. Our sensors picked up a fantastic energy output somewhere ahead.
What I want to know now is whether we can reverse what happened to you and Adam. And to those people out there.
We'll know later, after a medical scan. It's reversible. It's reversible.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Great.
I knew you could do it.
Ruth!
Adam, I'm so happy. We're gonna be all right. On second thought, you do make a very distinguished senior citizen.
Be handsome. Oh.
But we don't have much time. The computer says the antidote must be taken within 12 hours from exposure to the fumes. But it's going to take almost that long to make it up.
Well, let's get started.
Right.
But there's one more thing. We can't reverse it for those people out there. All the antidote can do is stop it from getting worse.
Well, it's better than nothing. Somebody's probing us. Take a look, see what you can pick up on the scanner. Kill the engines! What's coming in on the sensors?
Just a high intensity beam. Wait a minute, the force field.
Good work, Sam. Now let's find out who we're dealing with. This is the Ark 2. Whoever you are out there, identify yourself.
I am Orcus. creator of the provider.
Do you realize you've committed an act of piracy?
I apologize for any inconvenience. It would please me if you would be my honored guest.
Well, we're too busy right now. We have a serious medical problem here.
I am aware of your problem, and I can provide a solution.
Okay. I accept your invitation.
I await your arrival with pleasure, sir. I shall give you directions when necessary.
Scrambler.
Well, he can't hear us now.
I don't know what this guy wants, but we can't afford trouble until we get that antidote. You two keep working. Sam, kill the force field.
Right.
In a few moments, you will see a wall of force. Fly straight for it. I will admit you. You may begin your descent. Welcome to paradise. I am Orcus, and this is the provider.
My name is Jonah. I'm commander of the Ark.
Just a warning, Commander. Not too close. It is time to eat, my children.
Do they always obey you?
Of course. Ever since this planet was devastated some 500 years ago, I have always provided for their wants and needs.
500? Are you trying to tell me that you and these people are
immortal? Yes. We shall live forever. You see, I have achieved the perfect world.
Perfect for you. But the pollution from this system that's lengthening your lives is shortening the lives of the people outside it. They're dying.
That is regrettable. Bring your crew members and all those who have suffered here to me in your vehicle, and I shall cure them.
If you have a cure, let me take it with me. The sooner we get it, the better.
No, it must be administered here. Bring them to us in your vehicle.
I have your promise that you'll cure them.
Most definitely. My children, I have asked you all to conserve of late. But now conservation will no longer be necessary. Some fools from outside our perfect world will very shortly now deliver to us everything we are in need of.
Master,
You are not going to help that man and his people?
Help them? We only help one group here in Paradise, Alicia, ourselves. We only help ourselves.
But that's wrong.
Wrong? Wrong? Well, I just met Orcus. Seems to be a nice guy. He's going to help us. He's got a cure for Ruth, and he's promised to. That takes care of Mr. Orcus. We can't trust him. For some reason, he wants us to bring the Ark to him. How are you two doing?
We'll have the antidote ready in time.
Okay, then we better get out of here. Come in. Come in, Art Commander. Come in, I say. We'll be better off once we're out of his range. Sam, we need more power.
Don't have it, Jonah. We're overheating now.
What does that guy want from us?
Power. Our power. Remember when we first got here, our sensors picked up a big energy output? Well, that output has been dropping slow and steady.
So that's it. Paradise is running out of gas. Ruth, I've got an idea, but it may mean that you won't get that antidote. My children, it is just a matter of time. You sure that thing will work? So, this is it. You know you can still back out, Ruth.
You're taking as much of a chance as I am.
Orcus? Yes, Commander. You win. Turn off your tow beam, and I'll bring you the Ark. Now that is much more reasonable, Commander. I will await your arrival. Be careful with that control mechanism, Samuel. It's the only chance we've got.
There, my children, is everything I promised you, eternal youth and happiness.
Samuel,
Here, Jonah.
I'm leaving the Ark now. Be ready to button it up when I tell you to.
Jonah,
Yes, Ruth.
you're one heck of a guy.
That goes double for me, Jonah.
Me too.
Thanks.
Where are all the rest of your crewmates, Commander?
Where is your antidote?
Oh, that. I'm afraid you misunderstood.
I understood you perfectly, Orcus. You're a liar. You don't have that antidote, and you never did.
True. But since we are all immortal here, it never crossed my mind to make an antidote for old age.
So this is the perfect society. Whatever you want, you take. Well, I don't believe you're all that way. That you can keep living behind this wall of force, not caring what happens to the people outside it. One of you must care. Just one.
One. One means nothing.
No, Orcus, there are others. We've just not spoken up. There's Melinda, Jonathan, Frederick, Marcus.
Do you really care? Do you really want to change things? Okay, Samuel, button it up. Try taking power from the Ark now. This is it, Orcus. You can't take power from the Ark because that force field won't go off unless I give the order to turn it off.
Rest assured that I will find a way to make them turn it off. Seize him.
Samuel, activate the self-destruct mechanism.
60 seconds, Jonah.
Listen, listen! Do you hear that? That's the self-destruct mechanism inside our engines. In less than 60 seconds, they're going to blow.
45 seconds.
It's aimed right at that provider of yours, Orcus. So get out of the way.
No, you must stop it.
Not until that provider is destroyed.
35.
I cannot destroy the provider. If I do, the wall of force collapses. Pollution comes in and we all die of old age.
We've got an antidote for you, Orcus. You'll live a normal lifespan. But if those engines blow, we're all doomed!
I cannot destroy it.
Well, then it's up to all of you!
20 seconds left. Did you hear me, Jonah? 20 seconds.
How about it? Your time is running out. One way or another, your eternal party is over. Can you do something for yourselves or not?
We can.
Then prove it.
Deactivate the force field and open the door for me, Sam.
Oh, and you're ready to mix up a batch of that antidote. I'm feeling kind of old.
Arc 2 log, entry 42. Orcus's people can look forward to a normal lifespan and the chance to rebuild the world they helped destroy. They know now that they could never live in a society that poisons the air and the soil, for such a society eventually poisons itself.
Ronald's stove's not working. Then how can we finish my Happy Meal?
We'll use our backup system.
Back up. A little more.
How's this?
Fine.
It worked.
I love having a dragon around for emergencies. Call me if you need me.
Whoa, Spider-Man!
Sorry I can't hang around.
Because the action's at McDonald's. Now you can get a Spider-Man Happy Meal with cool characters and their hot cars.
Spider-Man, I just saw Scorpion in the drive-thru.
One with every Spider-Man Happy Meal you buy.
It's not easy to enjoy the best part of the pretzel, the crispy outside. Or is it? Mr. Phipps pretzel chips, lightly baked, golden delicious. Mr. Phipps, the best part of the pretzel.
You know, I'm going through my books the other day, and I am a Conan fan, for those who know. I am a Call the Conqueror fan. I love the Barbarians. Love that sword and sorcery stuff, man. I was a big fan of that. Sword and sorcery and horror, man. That's all I read all through high school, man. Was not a big sci-fi reader back in the day. Of course, list of Star Wars books. I read the hell out of those. But man, something about sword and sorcery and something about horror. You know, everybody remembers Conan. Everybody remembers Call. People even remember Solomon Kane. But the one people forget is Cormac MacArt. Boom. Doom. The other great hero. Yeah. He is the son of an Irish king. And, yeah. People forget this was a Robert E. Howard creation. So, and one that people forget that is not a Robert E. Howard creation is Red Sonja. Not created by Robert E. Howard. Created by Roy Thomas. And, yeah. Just throwing it out there. They took a pre-existing character and remade her. So I guess theoretically, yes, kinda, but not really. But yeah. Cormac MacArt. You need to look this one up, man. If you ever read Conan books and stuff like that, you need to find the other books. Solomon Kane. Dig Solomon Kane, man. It's just a weird The movie was really good, and it just did not take off. It was supposed to be the part of a trilogy, but yeah. I'm a Conan fan. I don't care. I even like most of the Jason Momoa Conan. The end was wonky, but man, that beginning was awesome with the little kid Conan. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode of Arc 2. Little tidbits of information. The Arc 2 was built on a dump truck chassis. It was nearly impossible to drive because you couldn't see where you were going. They had to change the wheels between when it was parked and when it was driving. A lot of people commonly mistake it for the Landmaster from Damnation Alley. Adam, the chimpanzee, wore a diaper underneath his jumpsuit. Because, you know, nobody wants a monkey flinging poo. That's all you do. And it had potential, and I think I'd like to see somebody maybe try to bring it back. I think you could really kind of do something with this nowadays. You know, tweak the history a bit, tweak the truck. I mean, man, put that Landmaster, use it more often. Use the Ark Rover. Yeah, just you could do it. Except for the thing is, you would not be able to use a real chimp. So you'd either have a man in a costume, which I would have no problem with, or CGI, which is, but I would go old school, have a gorilla, not a chimpanzee. Just have a guy in a gorilla costume. That's me. All right, so we are going to keep going, and we're going back to Night Stalker. I've seen a lot of you guys talking about it. People have reached out to me. Yes, Night Stalker's good. And I think it would have been better if it would have just been an entity unto itself. I just think with trying to make it a reboot of the original Kolchak the Night Stalker just didn't work, because that's two different beasts. Two vastly different creatures. I think Night Stalker took itself a little too seriously, and the Night Stalker Kolchak had comedy with its seriousness, and I love it. Like I said, I've told this, I probably watch it at least from beginning to end, plus the made-for-TV movies, at least once a year. At least once a year. And that's not including if I get bored and I just throw an episode on. So, but here you guys go, and this is probably the best titled episode ever. This is episode 3. 3. That's right. They got really lazy on naming this one, so it's episode 3, number 3, title 3. That's just lazy. But I enjoyed it, so who cares? So, Night Stalker, episode 3. Enjoy.
Mrs. Jane McManus.
She's the senior crime reporter.
I've been here 4 years.
The two of you are expected to get along. This is where Kolchak killed his wife. Of course, that's not his story.
These strange deaths, like pieces in a puzzle I'm trying to put together.
The public has a right to know.
These are things I need to find out for myself. Fear has its own physiology, primal responses to threat. The quickened heart, the sweaty palm, the panic that chokes in the throat, making time seem to stand still. We're born with these instincts to flee danger from the world outside us, to survive. But there's no place to run when the dangers come not from outside us, but from ourselves.
Hey.
That's enough. What are you doing? Let her go. No, we're not finished. Then let her go. Not yet. She's not ready. Get her.
Who's here?
Good morning.
Don't tell me, Carl. Let me guess why you're here.
Be my guest.
Early this morning, a vagrant found the body of Liza Valente, age 20, a UC honors student. According to the coroner, she showed signs of drowning.
Ballooned lungs, foam in the airways, conjunctival hemorrhage.
Only there was no water found in her lungs. A woman mysteriously drowned, but not drowned.
Precisely.
Ever hear of dry drowning?
What is that?
It's when the larynx involuntarily seals up to prevent water from entering. It's rare, but it happens.
It explains how she could have drowned, but have no water in her lungs.
So she did drown?
Not necessarily.
So what you're gonna say is that there was no water in that bathroom. In fact, there was no running water in the entire house.
And you'll say that the police found a basin of spilled water in the next room.
Only her
May I continue?
Be my guest.
You'll say that they found bruises on her neck, consistent with the idea that she was held down in that basin.
But her body was discovered in the bathroom, not in the next room.
Doubtless, because she ran there before she succumbed, fleeing 3 men whose shoe prints were found throughout the house.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, setting aside why an honor student would be in this house, it's a simple case of homicide.
Yes.
Only it isn't.
What is that?
Here, here, and here. Now, someone's taken away the candles themselves, but there's wax. Black candle wax.
They're in a circle.
Suggestive of the black arts, occult rituals. You smell that?
Urine?
Incense. Someone was burning it here last night.
Is it satanic?
No, not necessarily. It's thousands of occult sects, some of them going back to pagan times.
Now, hold on. First of all, we don't even know how long this candle wax has been here.
It's not brittle.
And there's no electricity in this house either. So burnt candles don't have to mean a cult. Why are you staring at me?
I'm not. I'm staring at the window.
Why?
There's some kind of oil in the glass.
What is it?
It's a symbol.
Drawn with anointing oil. As a part of whatever went on here. Hey, Jane, get a picture.
Find something?
I think so. This.
3 horns.
Also known as the Horn Triskel or the Horns of Death.
Horns of death? For real?
Powerful occult symbol. The 3 horns represents 3 realms of existence, and for whoever leads the ceremony, the ability to raise supernatural forces from them.
Oh, man.
Let me see that.
So, you think that they raised some kind of supernatural force?
Not so fast. This book also says that the ritual involves the sacrifice of virgin dwarfs. Did that happen last night as well?
Look, all I'm saying is it has something to do with what killed her.
Not what? Who?
Liza loved learning. She made even the hardest things seem simple. I'm an English major. Liza studied astrophysics. I could never really understand how she wrapped her mind around all that math. Electromagnetism, quantum mechanics, atomic and molecular physics.
Oh, you're a reporter.
Carl Kolchak with the Beacon.
Wow. Devin Harvey, UC Standard. It's the school paper, so.
Trying to appreciate every inch of their beauty. It made her feel alive.
Yeah. All right, let me get you caught up. That's Jack Mercer, the dead girl's boyfriend. I gathered that. Oh, reporter.
It came so natural.
You know, I might like a job
Still,
at the Beacon.
Liza told me that astrophysics...
Now? No, not now. Come on. I gotta graduate first. Graduate. And maybe I'll work at the Beacon for a while, pay my dues, and move on to a better paper like the Times.
Good move.
Looking out over this crowd now, I see how many lives she touched.
We'll never forget you, Liza. It's real touching, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
No.
Yeah, it's sad.
Good evening, everybody. We're all here to honor the memory of Liza Valenti. Intellectual,
Hey, you want a tip?
a vigorous young woman.
Ask Jack about how Liza died.
Graced our campus
About how ironic it is.
What are you talking about?
Just remember, I want a job.
for 3 short years. Feats of her accomplishments would lead most of us to believe that she was here for a lifetime.
Jack Mercer? Hi, I'm Perry Reed, and this is Carl Kolchak. We're with the Beacon. We were hoping to ask you a few questions.
I really don't have anything to say.
We understand that this is a very difficult time for you right now.
You were Liza's boyfriend. Did you see her the night she died?
No, I was working late with Professor Carr.
I am so proud to see all of you here.
Then you don't know what Liza was doing in that neighborhood, or who else might have been with her?
I wish I knew.
I was told I should ask you about how Liza died. The irony of it.
Who told you that? She was afraid of drowning. For her to die that way, I have to
Jack, just one more thing. You know what that is?
What's that?
It was painted with oil on the window of the house where Liza died.
Hey, we gotta roll.
You seem nervous,
Think he's involved?
don't you?
Reporters, Jack? What the hell are you thinking? Would have been more suspicious if I didn't talk to them. We're being watched to see how we deal with the situation. Situation? Is that what Liza is now? Of course not. But you took a vow to me and to the group. Doesn't it seem strange that we were trying to scare her with the water and then she ended up really drowning? None of us even knew that till we heard the news this morning. Yeah. There's a lot at stake here, Jack. Our futures as masters of the universe. If we don't stand together, we all fall. Remember that.
Are you sure your camera's not defective?
No, it's only on these half dozen photos, completely out of sequence. The others are clean.
Oh, look at that.
What?
That. It's the same in every photo.
I don't see it.
Enlarge it.
Face.
It's screaming.
Do you see it?
Not really.
Well, it's right there. Looks like it's, screaming.
Well, people see Lincoln's face in potato chips, too. I think it's just some sort of camera error.
Not as far as we can tell.
Well, I think I may have found something. Do you have any more photos of that oily window from back of the house?
Yeah, sure.
So, I kept thinking about how you connected the dots yesterday. When I woke up today, it hit me. They're not horns. They're
Circles.
halos. I don't think this is an occult symbol. I think it's a crest for the Three Society.
Three Society, what is that?
I've heard of it. It's a secret society, right?
Very exclusive, very old.
So-called because they only initiate 3 new members every year.
Said to be the school's best and brightest, only no one knows who they are or anything else about them for that matter because it's, well...
Secret?
Exactly.
Okay, but there were 4 people at that house the night Liza died.
3 initiates and a senior member to supervise. Makes 4 total.
So you're saying the ritual was...
Hokum. They burn candles, they chant. It's their tradition, probably. As is the idea of Liza having to face her worst fear.
Why would they do that?
To build trust. So you share your worst fear with the group, and then you let them help you face it.
So what, this was just some super secret fraternity hazing gone wrong?
Well, if I'm right, Liza's death was probably just a terrible accident.
I'm wondering
What?
how you knew about the crest for the secret society.
I can't say.
You can't say?
No.
You can't say.
No.
You were in a secret society, weren't you?
I told you, Kolchak. I can't say.
Was it the Three Society?
I went to Stanford. These societies are usually exclusive to one school, okay?
So you were in another one?
I can't tell you.
Well, then you were. Fine. But why, hypothetically, would you join a group like that?
And why not?
Because they're elitists. They're cliques for a bunch of snobs who trade on their connections to get ahead.
No, they're not. They're about friendship.
Friendship.
Yes, friendship. You forge a close bond with a small group of people, and then you swear your allegiance to them forever.
So, you're still a member?
Kolchak?
Come on.
No.
I only want...
Zip it!
Okay. Professor Carr. Carl Kolchak, Perry Reed, the LA Beacon.
I'm very sorry, but I'm late for an appointment.
We'll walk with you.
Professor Carr, how well did you know Jack Mercer?
I'm his faculty advisor.
You were also his alibi the night Liza died.
He hardly needs one. Jack's one of the finest students at the school.
So what were you two doing that night?
We were designing a study program to incorporate the fellowship Jack was just awarded.
And you were Liza Valenti's faculty advisor too?
Yes, I was.
Professor, have you ever heard of something called the Three Society?
I've heard whispers about members here like everyone else.
Ever hear whispers about Liza being initiated the night she died? The night Jack said he was with you?
Where are you getting all this?
We can't tell him, can we?
No.
No, we told him we wouldn't.
Jack was with me the whole evening. Now, if you excuse me.
You think you rattled him?
I think I did.
Jack, you talked to those reporters?
Just once before.
You were sworn to forever deny any affiliation with this group. That means you don't talk to anyone! The rules of this society come before everything.
I didn't tell them anything. He didn't, Professor. We told...
You didn't tell them you and Liza were initiates?
No.
Well, they know. Or at least they're acting like they do.
Maybe I should have told them. Maybe I should have told the police, too.
Do you know what you're saying?
You didn't mean it, Professor. We're just... All I know is that I searched that house looking for Liza, just like you told us. And I didn't kill her.
You think I killed her?
Did you?
Jack. I won't even dignify that with a response.
She told me, you know, that you tried to sleep with her, but she turned you down. And when you wouldn't take no for an answer, she threatened to go to the administration.
Come on, Jack.
No, it would have jeopardized your tenure if she had told them.
Whatever our differences, our vow binds us together forever. You break that vow, and you lose everything you've ever worked for. The society will make sure of that.
Want to tell me why we're sneaking into the morgue?
Because I want answers about what killed Professor Carr.
The coroner hasn't released the autopsy results yet.
We're not waiting for the coroner.
Oh, we're not.
I have a confidential source.
Another confidential source. This should be good. Please tell me your source is alive.
About time, man. You're killing me. Who's she?
Alex Nibby, Perry Reed. She works with me at the Beacon.
Nice. Can I talk to you? No, man. My deal is with you, not the damn Beacon.
Your deal?
My man. You said floor seats.
What?
They're floor adjacent.
What do you mean floor adjacent?
You've been bribing this man with tickets? Oh, wait. This is your source. What are you, like an orderly?
Pathology specialist.
Whatever. Call Jack.
Next time, floor seats.
Of course. The remains of Professor Richard Carr pronounced dead at the scene at 2:47 p.m. Whoa.
I can't even look.
Yeah, this is what you look like when every bone in your body breaks. A human squish toy.
Here's the thing. No one saw him fall, and he left no note.
He must have jumped right after we saw him.
Unless he didn't jump.
You think he was pushed?
Tell her what you told me on the phone.
Oh, the blood splatter at the scene. It was on a 27-foot radius.
So?
Well, the building I think he fell from. It's only 5 stories high.
And that kind of damage only occurs when a guy falls 50 stories, not 5.
According to you, an orderly.
A pathology specialist.
There's no building anywhere near 50 stories on my campus.
Exactly. Look, Liza, with no water in her lungs, dies of drowning, her greatest fear, right? Now Carr, with no tall buildings, dies from a high fall. And what if that was his greatest fear?
But I thought you agreed that this was about a secret society, not about raising some occult power.
Maybe it's both.
Excuse me, Perry Reed, right? Do you like basketball? What? It's the corpses, right?
Hey, working a big story?
Yes, I am. Hey, guys, what are you doing here?
We need your help.
Oh, really? Are you kidding?
Remember when you told me to ask Jack about how Liza died?
Yeah.
Well, you knew drowning was her worst fear.
Right.
And now Professor Carr dies from a fall, which we're guessing was his worst fear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Someone's got to be behind it. And you think it's me?
How did you know drowning was her worst fear, Devin?
Jack and I used to be friends.
Used to be. What happened?
Jack made it into the 3 Society, and I didn't.
You tried to get into the 3 Society.
I approached Professor Carr about it, but then he acted like it didn't even exist.
So, he tapped Liza and Jack instead, and you got revenge.
Me? No. No. It was Craig Boyer.
Craig Boyer?
Yeah, Jack's new buddy. The guy who showed up with that big bruise on his face the day after Liza died.
Why would you say he did it?
You didn't hear? Huh. Well, you guys were supposed to be the professionals, you know.
Hear what?
Craig was arrested. Drug possession and suspicion of murder. The toxicology report on Liza found that she had a very powerful homemade psychedelic drug in her system.
They think Craig gave it to her?
He's a chem major. Apparently he made it from chemicals he stole from the lab. Ones that later matched those found in Liza's body. At least that's the story I'm writing. It's too bad you guys didn't get there first. Because, you know, then we could work on the story together or something.
I just got off the phone with the coroner's office. They won't have the toxicology report on Professor Carr till tomorrow.
Can't believe it.
What, that we got scooped by that pipsqueak?
Yeah, that too. But I was talking about the idea that Craig's drugs kill Liza or the professor.
It makes some kind of sense, doesn't it?
Not if the drug was intended to be ceremonial. An entheogen.
What?
A hallucinogenic drug used in a ritualistic context to heighten the experience.
So maybe Craig didn't intend to kill them. Maybe it was just an accident.
Hey, you guys gotta check this out. Okay, these are pictures of Craig Boyer on the way to his booking.
Come on, Jane, not again.
Just wait. Look at that.
Can you mask out the image behind it?
It's a boy.
The question, Tony, is why does this image keep appearing?
Couldn't it be a corrupted file or a double exposure of some kind?
But I changed the CCD after the first pictures.
Okay, whatever. We've got the story.
Drugs.
Craig was cooking them. Liza had him in her system when she died, and the tox screen will show Professor Carr had him too.
Look, even if he did, drugs don't explain the damage to this man's body.
Maybe they do. Can I be you again? Ever hear of mind over matter?
You mean ESP? Psychokinesis?
Actually, I was talking about something a little more tangible.
Really? That's so unlike you, Carl.
There are documented cases of people going into self-induced trances, causing serious mental injury to themselves.
Like stigmata, spontaneously bleeding on religious zealots?
Exactly.
So what, you're saying that Liza and the professor, they imagined their deaths?
The drugs Craig made are a powerful hallucinogen. Could have heightened the effect of falling off a building.
No pun intended. Heightened.
Yeah, I suppose it could have. But you still can't explain that.
And neither can you.
Why'd you ask me down here, Craig? I tell you, I'm not gonna take the fall for you. For me?
They're not just talking about drug charges, Jack. They're talking about murder.
You made the drugs, Craig, not me.
You know the drugs had nothing to do with this.
You think I killed Liza? I've thought it the whole time.
When Professor Carr died, I knew I was right.
Then why don't you say something?
Because I was your friend, Jack. Because that was the whole point of the society. We were supposed to look out for each other.
I just can't do it anymore. What are you talking about?
Cutting a deal.
To tell them what?
The truth of what happened that night. How you really felt about Professor Carr and Liza.
Suddenly the truth's important to you?
We're talking about my future here, Jack. I might be in jail right now, but I am not going to prison. Not for you, not for anybody. You're on your own.
Anything?
Nothing that makes sense.
You know, years ago in Chicago, my editor sent me out to do some legwork on this very important story, murder of a union boss. I was just off the copy desk, so this is a big deal for me, and I was nervous as hell, but I'm knocking on doors, and I'm stopping guys at the dock asking questions, and this one longshoreman tells me he'll spill. Off the record. He fills my notebook. I ended up writing things down on cardboard boxes.
What did he say?
That everybody knows it was goons from the shipping company, but they're all too afraid to talk. Busted the story wide open. I think I'm sitting on a Pulitzer.
So, what happened?
I write the story. My hands are shaking on the keys. I'm so excited. And 2 hours before we go to print, the cops make an arrest. You know who they bag? My source. The longshoreman. Truth was standing right in front of me the whole time. But I was so convinced I knew what that story was, I got lost. Start with certainties, and you will end up with doubt. Where does your story start, girl?
You hear about Craig Boyer?
Crushed mysteriously in his cell.
Yeah. And that's not all. Coroner's report. Professor Carr didn't have the drugs in his system.
So the drugs don't explain these deaths.
No. What are we missing?
Look, I went back to the beginning, to where this story started.
Liza's death?
Remember what you said? The Society's initiation is the same every year, right? And the occult stuff is just hokum. Nothing ever happens.
Right.
So what was different this time? That house.
Who are you calling?
Devin.
For what?
To see if he can get his old friend Jack to meet us back at the house. Where it all started.
I'm here. What's this about?
Saving your life, we hope.
What's your worst fear, Jack?
Just tell me how they died, okay?
Do you know why the Three Society chose this house for its initiation ritual this year?
I'll bet you're going to tell me.
Because it had a history. But a history far worse than they knew.
This place made headlines in the Beacon 11 years ago.
Why are you showing me this?
Because I believe your life is in danger. From the same thing that killed Liza, Craig, and Professor Carr.
What is it?
It's what the four of you unleashed that night without even knowing it. In 1994, Charles Dunmore moved his wife and 3 children down from Barstow after getting a job at the old Figueroa brickyard. Poor neighborhood, but a big house. Dunmore sunk everything he had into it.
Why can't you be the mean one every once in a while? I
can't be.
But you never are. Look,
Not 2 months later, the brickyard shut down. And so did Dunmore. A co-worker would later say Dunmore told him he'd rather see his family dead than out on the street. Is it any wonder pride is a sin? He started with his daughter. She never stood a chance. His 10-year-old son woke upon hearing his sister scream. The boy grabbed his little brother and ran. Frantic, they listened as their father went on to kill their mother. The boy was brave, keeping his little brother quiet, not knowing if any second their father would find them. They dared not breathe. Knowing he would find them, knowing they would be next. And then, he gave up. The weight of what he'd done must have taken hold. The boy opened the cupboard, thinking he'd saved his little brother.
Wake up.
Only then discovering the terrible truth. It was too late. He was dead from fear.
So you think that's the face in the photo?
Dunmore's youngest son. Literally scared to death.
What's any of this have to do with all that's been happening?
Ancient folklore says that in those rare instances when someone dies of fear, the terrible fear that killed them stays behind.
Like the ghost of an emotion.
This is what you wanted to tell me?
The ghost of that little boy's fear. I think you raised it.
Do you think it attached itself to us?
This image only appeared in pictures that included Craig, Professor Carr, or you.
You believe this?
Look, I don't know about ghosts, okay? But I do know that the mind is very powerful, Jack, and it may only matter that you believe it.
You're crazy.
I'm trying to help you, Jack.
Just stay away from me. All of you.
I know.
The point is, I shouldn't have
Why
allowed her
do I always have to be the mean one? Why can't you be the mean one every once in a while?
Me?
But you never are. Look,
Hey guys, what is it? These handprints. You think these are Dunmore's kids?
Why?
Well, there's 3 of them. The names are kept out of the papers, right? But look at these last 2. Gus and Jack.
Jack.
Oh my God. Jack was adopted.
Jack Dunmore grew up to be Jack Mercer.
That's why they chose this house for the initiation.
Returning to this house was Jack's greatest fear.
Well, why wouldn't he tell us? Where are you going? What?
It's over. It's over. It's okay, Jack. He's not here. He never was. Fueled by memory, fear takes form, becoming a thing that lives long after death. Residing not just in our hearts, but in the hidden bonds between us. Fear so powerful cannot be escaped, but it can be destroyed.
It's Rad 2.0.
Arms closing.
The radio-controlled robot. He does pretty much whatever you want him to do.
Arms opening.
Which means you don't have to.
Waist down. Arms closing. Waist up.
He'll even do your dirty work.
Bobby.
Hey, we know how tough your life can be.
Bobby, did you take care of the dog and do the laundry?
Oh yeah. Rad 2.0 batteries not included. From Toymax.
You're mine.
Simon. Let's do it.
The fun is in the challenge, Simon. Take the Simon challenge, Simon.
The Simon Challenge. You gotta repeat the patterns of colored lights and sounds. The longer you play, the more challenging the pattern gets. The winner's the one who keeps it going the longest. If you miss, you get the razz. And your history.
Oh, yeah!
The fun is in the challenge, Simon. Take the Simon challenge, Simon. Simon.
I'll say this 1,000 times. The Ford Futura. The most non-futuristic car ever made. So, I hope you guys enjoyed Night Stalker. Like I said, very limited run on this one. It got canceled by ABC, picked up and finished the remaining episodes on SciFi channel. SciFi channel did a lot. I mean, what most people forget is that Sci-Fi Channel is not the channel that brought back Firefly. That was the Science Network, the Science Channel, not Sci-Fi Channel. They put them in order even. But Sci-Fi Channel did keep this one going, at least till it ran out of episodes. So, Sci-Fi Channel used to be a lot cooler back in the day. Maybe I should do something about that. All right, so we're going to go to the made-for-TV movie. And we are going to Earth 2, not to be confused with the TV series Earth 2. This was a made-for-TV movie in 1971 with Gary Lockwood. A lot of people may remember Gary Lockwood from another sci-fi series or movie. Just think about it. So, I've forgot this movie even existed. I think I watched it on the Sci-Fi Channel probably about the time I got to Sci-Fi Channel. So this is when I first moved out on my own, kind of. So this is probably like 94, 95. Jeez. That's when the Sci-Fi Channel actually showed old sci-fi TV series. They had almost nothing their own. I mean, yes, they got those shortly thereafter. They got, Stargate. They got Farscape. Lex, which was already a show overseas. But they would show made-for-TV movies. They would show Dark Shadows. They would show Kolchak. They would show Battlestar Galactica. They would show Buck Rogers. And Sci-Fi Channel was really cool about that back in the day. And that's where I saw a lot of this stuff, because this is before my time, even before the captain's time. So, that's in 1971. That is 3 years BP. That's before Paul. I would say BC, but before a captain, but that's BP, before Paul, because he wasn't the captain yet. So I want you guys to sit back, go get your bucket of popcorn, something, because this is a longer one. It's like an hour and a half, and we're going to show you Earth 2 TV movie. Enjoy.
The 24th century continues. On Star Trek, The Next Generation. All the drama, the wonder, and excitement of Gene Roddenberry's original Space Odyssey are here in a new age of high adventure. Follow the voyages of the new Starship Enterprise and the lives of her crew. On Star Trek, The Next Generation.
Sundays at 5 on 54, Huntsville Star Trek Station.
Gizmo. He's cute.
That furry thing?
He's cuddly. He's quick. But this time, he's caught in a new bunch of trouble. Uh-oh. With a new batch of gremlins. Now, he's mad. And he's not going to take it anymore. Gremlins 2, the new batch. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, June 15th at a theater near you.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed Earth 2. Earth 2 was aired on November 28th, 1971. It was on ABC. Man, back when they would show, man, they made a lot of good made-for-TV movies that people forget about. People forget Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. One of my favorite horror movies of all time is a made-for-TV movie. The original It, was a made-for-TV movie. So, technically, I guess, because it did have a theatrical run everywhere but the United States, which is weird, but, that happened a lot. So, I mean, Buck Rogers, when they dropped that, they took the pilot and made a theatrical movie. Battlestar Galactica had a theatrical movie. So, it wasn't uncommon, but that's usually, they got that and then they became a series. This is one-off, boom, done. So it has nothing to do with the Earth 2 that came later with Clancy Brown. And, so Clancy Brown, coolest guys ever. I hope so. I'd hate to meet Clancy Brown and find out he's a jerk. That would disappoint me so badly. And he's from Urbana, which is about 40 minutes that way for me. And so, all right. So we're going to talk a little bit of vinyl today. We're going old school punk. And we're going Misfits. I am a sucker for the Misfits, old school Misfits. These are reprints. I do not have originals. These are on the thicker vinyl. And of course, it's just the super basic cuts. I mean, this one is We Bite, Mommy, Can I Go Out and Kill Tonight? Yep, that's it. Boom. Push it. Yeah, I am a Misfits nerd. I got a bunch of Misfits on vinyl and CD and cassette. Legacy of Brutality. Boom. Yet again, a reprint. I do not have any originals. I'd love to have originals, but I don't need to have originals because I don't need them. I'd love to have them. Comic books same way. I love my old school original stuff, but you know what? Some stuff I got reprints of, and that's good until I get another one. But these are fine and dandy. I listen to them all the time. They're good vinyl. They sound great. So I can't complain, man. It's a good reprint. So, all right. So there's Vinyl Corner. That was an easy one today. It was a short one. So, all right. I'm just going on for no apparent reason. All right. So, as always, you can catch me every Monday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time with Group Therapy TV. Best in podcasts from all kinds of people. Man, we've had some really good guests, and I have some really good guests lined up. And I'm booking... I'll be booked into July soon, and I know it's just getting ready to turn June, but I'm already full in June, so... And we're hoping to bring back some fan favorites. We're hoping to get some people in here. And hopefully, maybe, if I finally do this and update and go and have get a studio, we'll actually have people in studio. And okay, I want to ask people, since my thing is the group therapy podcast, how about GTTV, group therapy TV? I joked around because I was like, I've been rewatching old episodes of G4 and all that fun stuff, and I say maybe I should call it H6 or H5, just one above G4. I missed that channel. Not gonna lie, I tried to get into it when they brought it back, which some of the shows were fun, but it was so incoherently put together, and you never knew what times to watch anything. I tried to do that myself. I tried to make sure you guys, my end times may be all wonky, not gonna lie. I don't care about how long an episode goes. I just like to have the episode air at a certain time. That's what I like. So, man, when you go to watch a show and it's just not on at the time you think it's going to be on, it can be off-putting. And yes, I know sometimes I have to take a break here and there. So, heads up, as of right now, as of the airing of this episode, I have a convention this weekend, which is my own, and I have a convention next weekend, which is I'm setting up at to sell only. I may not have time to put together SciFridays for next Friday. Depends on how much stuff I can get done during the week, how fast I can get things done, because I still want to spend time with my family. I still like to go to the movies with my kid and get other stuff done. So hopefully, I'm going to tell you guys, give you a heads up, there may not be an episode next week. There will be Saturday morning serials because I will keep that going until I die. It will take me on my deathbed before there's not an episode of Saturday morning. I will put everything else on hold to make sure there is a Saturday morning serials for you guys. So, all right, here we go. SciFridays, every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday morning serials. The original, the Juggernaut. That is Saturday morning serials. Every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And like I said, again, you guys are awesome. Thank you again. Thank you a million for watching. Thank you for helping me out. I'm now, Johnny, Wayne, all the help you've done for me. You are awesome. I am currently looking at computers because I want to update the group therapy computer over there because it is old. And I'm constantly having to dump everything from it because I process so much stuff, put together so many episodes, and I'm always recording and everything, and it fills up my computer quick. And not including the fact that I have like 10 hard drives over there, multi-terabyte external hard drives, all full of stuff because I'm an idiot. So I want to say, as always, thank you, Johnny Wayne. I want to thank you, Way Out. I want to thank you, Black Phoenix. I want to thank you, Maria. I want to thank you, just everybody. And I know it's bad. I should say everybody, but there's a lot. So you guys take care. I'll see you in a few hours in the morning. And take care. Captain out.